Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. Today's pick of cards is going to be, what gift are you receiving from one of your ancestors this holiday season? Now, do they want to give you a spiritual gift, a physical gift? I don't know. We'll have to see. But what is the gift one of your ancestors wants to give you this holiday season? Okay, so we're only going to do 3 piles today, so let's go ahead and take a look at the piles. So for pile 1, we have the key. Okay, this beautiful red and gold key for pile 1. Pile 2, we have the star. It's green and gold. Pile 2 is the star, green and gold. And for pile number 3 is the red wreath with green and gold balls. Okay? Pile 3 is the wreath. Alright, so go ahead, take a look at the piles. If you feel called to pick more than one pile, go right ahead. Timestamps will be down below, and I'll see you at your reading. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 1, this red key here with the gold, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And since we're only doing 3 piles, we're doing modalities. And the modality of associate this pile with is mutable. So it could be Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, or Sagittarius, okay? So with the key here, you choosing the key, it does make me feel like your ancestor wants to give you a new opportunity. A new opportunity to what? I don't know. We'll see. But I do feel like a new beginning, a new opportunity. It's like the key to unlock doors, right? So unlocking new doors, unlocking new opportunities for things. So let's go ahead and see. Okay. So we have 110 here, breaking down to an 11, breaking down to a 2, fruitful. Soon something you've been nurturing will come to fruition, whether it's a business, an idea, or a physical creation. You've devoted considerable time to this endeavor, and soon you'll witness the results firsthand. Prepare to embrace abundance. There you go. They're giving you the opportunity to abundance. And she's about to give birth here, and that's all these butterflies. So, you know, butterflies, right? They go through that metamorphosis, that transformation. So there's definitely something here that you're going to be very fruitful in. That, again, this ancestor is like giving you the key for this opportunity, for this thing to flourish. Whatever this idea was, or something you've been working on, creating, whatever this is, it's about to flourish. You're about to give birth to it, whether it's an actual child or giving birth to, again, something that is being created, an opportunity here. We have 62, breaking down to an 8 with spirits, got your back. Look, there's a butterfly that they're reaching for, a butterfly, the hand. And again, this card is full of butterflies. So something with butterflies too. Again, transformation. There's some type of change here. It's like going from the caterpillar to the butterfly, right? And there's tattoos here on this hand, on this arm, on the finger. So maybe you have tattoos on your hands, your arms, or your fingers. You may be experiencing difficult times, undergoing an uncomfortable transformation. Speaking of transformation, or confronting harsh truths. However, Spirit is guiding you on your journey. Look for synchronicities, symbolism, and encouragement in nature. Yeah, absolutely. So I think your synchronicity and your sign is the butterflies, because it says look for it in nature. And, you know, the butterflies here, part of nature, right? We also have this like little plant. Maybe somebody's gifting you a plant also. We have 72, breaking down to a 9 with revolving doors. And the key is about opening doors. So here we do have a door. It's in the reverse though. See, this is in the upright with opportunities, but your card is in the reverse. Your door is in the reverse. It's a red door too, and you have the red key. Anyway, so let's go ahead and see. Revolving doors. There were certain doors you didn't want to open or were afraid to open, and you may feel there is no chance for you now to expand. That is far from the truth. You may have declined opportunities, but perhaps they weren't meant for you, or the timing wasn't right. Be open now to new opportunities for growth. Look at that. That's exactly what I'm saying. This ancestor is definitely giving you the key to open these doors for opportunities. And even though the card is in the reverse, you didn't get the opportunities in the upright, the revolving door, it's still saying, yeah, it wasn't in the upright for you because you were kind of hesitant about these doors, or having the key, or maybe you thought you didn't deserve the key, or the key wouldn't open for you. But now is the time. Your ancestors like, look, this is the time. Maybe it wasn't right before. Maybe you weren't feeling it. Maybe you were afraid. You were holding yourself back maybe, right? But now is the time. You're definitely ready. I'm loving this. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have Donald Duck here with the house, number 4. So definitely, maybe even a house, right? This is the key for a new opportunity. Maybe you're moving homes. Maybe this is what you want. Maybe this is what your ancestors trying to gift you, is like this move, this change, this new home, new opportunity. And this is also feeling good within yourself, within your own home, right? The body, the soul is our home. The body is the home for the soul, right? So maybe your soul is feeling different. There's like changes within you that you're feeling an involvement here. Okay, we have 26 here with Goofy, with the book. So there's lessons here, lessons that you've learned. And there's also new chapters that you are entering now. So again, maybe you weren't ready, maybe you didn't have the chances, maybe the opportunities weren't there, but the ancestor right now is telling you, look, I'm giving you a freaking key. You're going to open these doors. Don't be afraid to open these doors, because you did get the door in the reverse, but don't be afraid to open these doors. There's new lessons here, and you've learned lessons too from the past, is what I'm getting. Oh, I like that. Okay. And we have 10 here with share your love with others. Oh, look, family here. Could be family, could be friends. Looks like a little family here singing carols, carolers. 10 breaking down to a 1. You did pick pile 1. 1 is the number of new beginnings, initiation. You did pick the mutable signs, and the mutable are about the shift, right? The mutable signs are about like ending something because they're going into the new season. So they're like ending off a season to go into a new season. So I do see like this is what's going on with you. You're ending with the book here. You're ending a season. You're ending a chapter because you're going into a new season, a new chapter here. Okay, we have 26 breaking down to an 8. 8 is the number that vibrates with abundance. Also 8 house, Scorpio's house, house of death, house of transformation. Manifest holiday dreams. There you go. They are going to help you manifest. Oh, look, it's a house. It's a little house here. Manifest holiday dreams. It's a house and the window. And through the window, there's a baby in that window, right? So maybe, yeah. And then the first card is fruitful, and she's giving birth soon, right? So maybe there is a new baby in the family that your ancestor is helping bring in. Your ancestor might be bringing in a new member into the family, which is whether it might be, your child, your grandchild, somebody's child, right? But there is a new beginning here with a new member of the family. Okay, we have the Two of Wands here, fire element, Aries, Leo, Sag. It is initiation too, with moving forward. This is my card that I call the onward card. Like you're going to go onward. You're going to decide, almost a crossroads, but we are going to eventually decide to move forward. And I do see your ancestor kind of helping you on what you're going to do and how you're going to move forward, and maybe giving you that push too, is what I'm seeing here. Especially with this bird here, definitely it makes me think of the book, again, going into a new chapter, initiations, new beginnings, transformations. With this bird, also, I do feel this is a masculine energy. So this might be a masculine ancestor, could also be feminine for some, right? But I am feeling with the bird here, this is a masculine. And he's like standing up to help you. Like whatever it is, he's like, wait, let me go. Let me go help. Let me do this. Like he's standing up to go help you here. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse, water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It is in the reverse. So yeah, maybe you haven't been feeling it, right? Maybe you've been feeling like you can't do it, or you can't initiate it, because pages are initiators, they're the starters. And so it's kind of like maybe you've had these worries that I can't do it, or I don't have the right key, or this isn't the right time, right? And that's why this person is like standing up and saying, wait, I'm going to help you. I'm here. I know you're a little lost, a little confused, a little scared, a little afraid, right? A little afraid to open these doors, but I'm here because I'm going to help you. Okay, we have number 3 with make a Christmas wish. Oh, I love that. Okay, so go ahead and make your wish. She has a star here behind her back that she's holding on to, and there's also a star that she's looking at. So again, this makes me think of like the ancestor, and this is you with your star, and this is the ancestor with their star, and you're definitely looking because they are going to help you. Okay, and we have 39 with, it says Happy New Year. Ring in the new year. Look at that. You're going to ring in the new year again with a new beginning. And looking forward, her back is turned, so I do feel, and oh, so is this one. Look, the little girl, and then there's like this one, she's already like the woman. So it's kind of like you start off here as like this page in the reverse, right? And then you become this, making the Christmas wish. And then the Happy New Year is like there's growth, there's change, there's transformation. So there is transformation from this little girl with her back turned to being this woman with her back turned. Happy New Year. So there's definitely movement here and transformation. Okay, so we have this number 6 here with the clouds. Yeah, confusion, uncertainty, and also like a not trusting, and not just not trusting in people, but it's like a not trusting in yourself. Like a lack of confidence, not trusting in yourself, not trusting your guides, your ancestors, your spiritual team, not trusting in the universe. There's almost like a distrust here, but it's also, again, has to do with a lot of it yourself, and saying, well, I don't have it in me, or maybe I'm this Page of Cups in the reverse. I'm not a Page of Cups in the upright. I'm not a queen. I'm not a king. I'm not a knight. I'm just a page. So it's kind of having that like putting yourself down type of feelings, and this ancestor's like, no, I'm going to help you get through this. You're going to do this. Oh, we have 15 here with the bear. Look at that. This is a very strong energy. This could be like parent, right? Like mother, father, definitely parent, grandparent type energy. So this ancestor, again, it's a very strong, powerful energy. I love bear medicine too. Very strong, very it's very like willful. Like it's an energy that I feel is very like, oh come on, like somebody that's gonna grab you by the shoulders and like pick you up almost and say, come on, you're gonna do this. So I do feel like that, but I do feel like it's a pushy energy, but it's pushy in a good way. You know what I mean? It's not pushy as a negative or trying to force you. It's just pushy as in like, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you stand tall. Okay, and then we have 24 here with heart. Look at that. We have the little child holding the heart. So this is somebody that definitely has a lot of love for you. They're sending you a lot of love. And it is a child holding a little heart, right? Like saying here, this heart is for you. So they're definitely giving you a lot of love. They're sending you a lot of love. And again, this might even be a child coming in that they're sending. This ancestor might be sending a child that's going to make you happy, or it's going to make you feel like more like there's meaning to whatever you're trying to do, because it's going to make you push even harder. You know what I mean? Hmm. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more cards. Let's go ahead and get some tarot. I don't know if you saw, but this card moved right now, the King of Cups. So, Scorpio energy. So, maybe dealing with a Scorpio, or you are a Scorpio. We also have Pisces here as immutable, so maybe Pisces or Cancer too. The card just moved. Okay, let's get 3 of these. What is your ancestor trying to gift you? Pile 1. I was going to say pile 3, and I actually think that you and pile 3 have a connection, even though I haven't done pile 3 because we're only on pile 1. But I definitely do feel like something with 1 and 3 is connected. Oh, look, and 1 and 3 in tarot is 13, which is the death card, Scorpio's card, like I said, King of Cups here. And it is, again, transformation. There is some type of shift here. Like I said, I feel like you and pile 3 are connected. So if you want to watch it, if not, it's up to you. What was pile 3 anyway? You're the key. Oh, it's the wreath, right, for the door. Okay, pile 3 is the wreath. Let me get 3, please. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. We have 1953 USA Santa. This is Temperance here, Sagittarius energy. So Sagittarius energy, I'm sorry, I can't even talk. So there is a balancing here. There is a coming together, because this is my merging card that I call merging. So there's something that you're bringing together, right? Something, again, that maybe you've had the idea about, or you started some type of creation, or this or that. It's like your ancestors, like, we're going to bring it together. Me and you together, we're bringing this creation to life. And look, Santa is going in the stocking. So he's pulling something out. He has something in that stocking, and I don't feel like it's coal. Okay, he's not bringing you coal. I feel like he's bringing you like that toy, that gift, that blessing out of that stocking. Okay, so there's definitely something here being pulled out for you. Okay, and we have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. We do have the Santa here, 1930 Europe, okay, with his bag full of toys. And it is in the reverse, though, so there could be some issues here with money. And I do feel like your ancestor is bringing you in money, but I don't feel like it's like an overpowering large amount, like it should be, right? But I feel like, it's a good amount of money, but of course it's not like something where like, oh, it's $1 million. I mean, hopefully for some it is, right? But I do feel like there is also that coming in, where there's going to be some money coming in. Of course, it's not going to be like a crazy large amount, but there is some type of like money blessing too that they are bringing in for you. And again, it has to do with like a door and opportunity. So whatever this creation is, it might be like, this is going to make you money, or you're an artist, you're going to sell your painting or something like that. But there's something here that they are helping you with, an opportunity, and also something that is bringing you, some money. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords here. Look, Santa with this little girl, 1900 England. Look at that, 1900 England with the Queen of Swords. Clarity, truth. And also cutting out fears is what I just heard. Cutting out fears with this Queen of Swords. She a bad bee. We know she a bad bee. And she will cut people out that they're like no longer serving her life, right? But I do feel what you're cutting out is fears. This ancestor is helping you cut out fears. I'm loving that. And with this Santa Claus here, I do again feel like this is a masculine. This ancestor is a masculine energy. See, he's with the little girl. They're all happy. Oh, the glare. But I do feel this is a masculine. Well, their name could start with an H. Could have started with an H. Like Harold, Henry, Hector. I'm getting like an H name. Virgo. Also, I'm getting like a Virgo energy. This person could be a Virgo. Could have been a Virgo. Getting Virgo energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more cards. All right. Let's get 3 cards, please. Let's get 3 cards for pile 1. What does their ancestor want to bring them? What is their ancestor trying to bring forward for them? What are they trying to gift them this holiday season? We have the tree hollow. Tree hollow. And speaking of H name, right? Hollow. Tree hollow. And Virgo, earth sign, then we do have the tree hollow, right? Look at that. Okay. Earth energy. Definitely the bear is also earth energy to me. The bear to me is like Capricorn also. A lot of earth energy here from this ancestor. One more. There we go. Alright, so let's start with Tree Hollow 65. It says, fear of being a shadow of your former self. Wow, speaking of fear, right? And like I said, with this ancestor, I can't even talk. This ancestor bringing you the Queen of Swords, it's like cutting out fear, cutting out what isn't serving you, and that is fear. And then here we have it here with this Tree Hollow. Fear of being a shadow of your former self. Shifting of roles. Your function has evolved. Exactly. You enjoy being of service to others. You provide shelter, help, insight, and warmth freely. Find peace in your achievements. You are appreciated, loved. Effort will be appreciated. Look at that. Okay. So actually, like what they're saying is like, love that about yourself. Love the way you are, because again, it's almost like you make yourself smaller, you diminish your power, you diminish who you are, and they're like, no, 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 stand up, love who you are. Okay, so we have rain here with 58. These cards are so pretty. Okay, your tears are productive at this time. You are effectively cleansing your soul of rubbish. Prepare for new growth. Yeah, again with the growth, right? Rain settles the dust so that the new seeds may shoot and grow. Honor your tears. They support and prepare for all new beginnings. You cry for change. Oh my goodness. You cry for change. Yeah. Wow, I felt that. I felt that. There is definitely a shift here. Wow. Okay. We have Moon 33. Look how pretty that card is. Master number 33. The moon represents all that is feminine, all that is yin. Now is the time for re-evaluation. Look to the physical aspects of life, the tangible, tilling the fields and preparing for birth. Again, birth, right? Like I said, she is preparing to give birth. This is new here. This is all new. Preparing for birth. Okay, where was I? Now is the time to contemplate. You will be nurtured as you dream and make ready. As your dreams are becoming real. The moon, right? The moon gives us dreams. So these things are coming too. They're coming to a reality. These dreams that you want, these dreams that you dare to dream, right? Like Dorothy really do come true. And you're definitely having these dreams, pushed forward and, brought to life. You're being gifted by being gifted by this ancestor. They're pulling this out of the stocking for you. They really are helping you with this opportunity. All right. All right, pile 1, that is all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 2, this beautiful green and gold star, I always like to associate the piles with an element, but since only doing 3 piles, we're associating them with modalities. And the modality of associate this pile with is cardinal. So it could be an Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, okay? Because we know that the cardinal signs are the initiators, or the starters, and the star is on top of the tree. It's way at the top, so I do feel, this associates with cardinal energy. And for pile 1, I actually forgot to pull one of these Namaste cards, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for you right away at the beginning and see what gift this ancestor is trying to gift you this holiday season. I'm so sorry if you hear the noise. That is my neighbors, of course, like in every video. These neighbors are the noisiest. Okay, let's go ahead. Oh, look at this card. Okay, 12 breaking down to a 3. The number 12 could be a significance for you. Okay. Oh gosh, look at that. The camera just moved. I don't know if you saw that jump, but it just moved. So this could also be 12th house, which is Pisces house. It could also be the number 3, which is like the 3rd month, which is March, and Pisces is, March is Pisces season. So maybe somebody that is a Pisces, or you're a Pisces. But let's go ahead and see what this ancestor wants to give you. Blessing from the Divine Mother. A previously closed door now opens. Oh wow, and pile 1 was about doors opening. A previously closed door now opens. This is a blessed and fortunate time for you, but be mindful, humble, and grounded. Feel your connection to the earth. Feel her energy and love in your heart and know that you are eternally blessed by the Divine Mother. Look at that. And I was thinking this card does look like Mother Mary, this one. But this is also feminine energy. So this ancestor could be a feminine that wants to bless you with the opportunity of a new door opening for you, okay? Hmm. And we do know that 12th house, like I said, that is Pisces house. Things could be definitely changing. It's also the house known as like the house of karma. Sometimes there's a lot of baggage in that house. There's like a lot of stored baggage, and so this blessed mother is opening doors of opportunity, of positive karma. Maybe you've also paid off your negative karma, right? Because nobody's just as well positive and light. We also do naughty things and negative things, so we also have karma. So it's like maybe you've already paid off that karmic debt, and I feel like she's helping you. This feminine ancestor and also the divine mother are helping you open these new doors of opportunity for you. But let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. We have nine, the number of completion, intuitive soul. Tap into your inner wisdom and intuition to guide your decisions and actions. Trust your instincts and inner knowing. Rather than relying solely on external validation or logic, by listening to the whisper of your soul, you can align with your true desires, values, and purpose. Okay, so intuitive soul. So this feminine energy, this ancestor is telling you to use your intuition, to not just trust by what you see or what you hear, or what people are saying. It's kind of like go within and trust yourself, because your soul is not going to lie to you. Your heart will lie to you, your mind will lie to you and play tricks on you, but your soul will never let you down. Your soul will always guide you. So this is what this feminine ancestor is saying. Ground yourself and trust those feelings. 43, breaking down to a 7, readjusting and realigning. You've clung to past desires, but now you're seeing that your path isn't so clear cut. Take a moment to reconsider your old goals still align with your current desires. If they do, think about adjusting your approach. But if your aspirations have shifted, what new goals would you like to pursue? So think about that. What has shifted? What no longer aligns with you? And what is it that you want to move towards? Because again, she's saying, trust yourself, go within. I'm going to help you through this shift, through this process. I'm going to help you open new doors of opportunity, but I want you to sit and kind of basically guide yourself. I'll guide you in the background, but I want you to guide yourself. We have 16. Too self-sufficient. Okay, relying solely on oneself can lead to isolation and loneliness. Constantly shouldering all responsibilities without delegating or asking for help can lead to burnout. It's crucial to strike a balance and recognize what you seek to support, what seek you support from others. So yes, maybe you've been doing it all on your own, right? And and this feminine ancestor saying you need to kind of help out, ask others, like reach out and ask others to help you. And maybe others do offer you, hey, do you need help? Can I help with this or that? And you're like, no, I got it. So that, you start burdening yourself. It's not like so much that the people are the burden or they're giving you the burdens, but you're burdening yourself. And this feminine ancestor is like saying, wait, you're wearing yourself out. You're putting too much on yourself. You're putting too much on your plate. And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to say, yes, you can help me when others ask. Like, it's okay. You have to kind of like reassess that, because it says readjusting and realigning in this card number 7. So it does say you put in a lot of work. I definitely do see that you're somebody that puts in a lot of work, but she's saying you can have somebody else cut in on the work a little bit too, You don't always have to be the star, right? You can always get help also. Okay, we have 19 here with the tower with Mickey Mouse, okay? And so this tower isn't like the tower in tarot. This is the tower of like education and learning and knowledge, and so going to school. So maybe there's something here that you're going to school for. Maybe you need help with going to school, or you need help with something, right? Maybe something education wise, or a new job that you're trying to get and you need help. It's okay to ask for help. Okay, we have 32 here, breaking up to a 5 with Goofy, with the moon. Okay, so here with this moon card, it does talk about, like your intuition, but yeah, so it does, we do have intuitive soul here, right? It does talk about your intuition, but it also talks about you also like shining like the star, being somebody that stands out, and that it also initiates things. Again, like I said, with this cardinal energy, I feel like you're basically the one that carries like the load for everybody and everything. You're the one that shelters it all, like all the weight goes on your shoulder. So again, I feel like this feminine ancestor saying you don't have to do all the work, you don't have to shoulder it all. You can ask for help here, and whatever this is, you can. Okay, we have 27 breaking out to a 9. All I want for Christmas is you. Oh, this cute little cat. And the cat's very witchy, very intuitive, right? All I want for Christmas is you. Maybe there is somebody that is trying to kind of get into your energy. Maybe you're pushing them away, or you're saying, no, no, don't help me, or I got it. Or, you know what I mean? Maybe there's somebody in your energy that wants to be there, that wants, look, there's a chair here. Reminds me of the empty chair, you know, when like you kind of honor those that aren't there anymore, but there is a cat on that chair. The chair isn't empty. So I do feel like you have a person or people in your life that are present and willing to be present and helpful, but maybe you're not allowing them to. Maybe you're like, no, 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 I'll do this. I got this on my own. Okay, we have 22 here, master number, Ghost of Christmas Past. Interesting. Okay, you know what? Because we do have two feminines in this card, we do have two people, two energies. Okay, so maybe what this feminine ancestor is trying to do is bring somebody else in. It's almost like they're trying to align you, right? We have two. Align you with another energy, align you with somebody else, and saying, yeah, you're great at doing things by yourself, but there's also somebody else that could be there for you, be there with you. So maybe they're bringing somebody in to be with you, to help you, whether it's a romantic situation or it's just a partnership, somebody that's going to be there to help you. We do have the number 2, right? 2 is a number of partnerships. To me, it's always the Libra energy. It's always the yin and the yang, positive and the negative. So we do have a balance here that your ancestor is trying to bring, and she's trying to bring you in balance, and it might be somebody too that's going to help you with that balance, because again, we do have the number 22. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. I love this card. I mean, look at it. Look at his smile and look at all the colors and that blue sweater and the blue background. I love this card. Anyways, it's in the reverse, so there might be some financial issues here. Might be some financial issues, but again, I feel like you're pushing somebody away. Somebody that maybe wants to help. Maybe that's somebody that wants to help you with school, with getting a job, or help you with money, or help you in your, just be a partnership with you, but it's almost like you're pushing them away. But I do feel like this person wants to be with you. Ghost of Christmas Past, and we do have two people here looking at this giant pink Christmas tree. So we do have two people there. We have the Five of Pentacles here. Look at the little piggy bangles. We have the Five of Pentacles. There's a disconnect here. There's a disconnect from finances. There's a disconnect from yourself. There's a disconnect with people. There's this disconnect. I can't even talk. There's a disconnect with spirit. So you definitely do have a disconnect going, where again, this ancestor is like, oh, I'm gonna help you plug in. You're gonna get the plug, right? They're gonna help you reconnect, or just connect, period. But I do feel like there's a disconnect with you. It's almost like you push people away. You definitely do. And you keep yourself all the way on top of that tree, instead of like all the other ornaments around the tree and they're all together and everything. You're like isolated all at the top, all by yourself. So this ancestor's like, I'm going to help like integrate you with other people. And especially, like I said, I do feel like there's somebody that really has some type of feelings for you. They really want to be around you. They really want to connect with you. And this ancestor's like, I'm going to help you connect. I'm going to help balance you out here, you know? Okay, we have 14 breaking down to 5, changes, choices, and challenges with unexpected visitors. Look at that. Unexpected visitors, very interesting, because we do have the Ghost of Christmas Past. So this is definitely one of your holiday presents that I do see that this ancestor is bringing you. They're bringing you people that do care about you. They are definitely the Ghost of Christmas Past. Maybe this is even somebody you've had on your mind. You've been thinking about them, and maybe you're like, why am I thinking about them? Because your ancestor has you thinking about them, because they're going to bring this person back into your life. Okay, this unexpected visitor, this is somebody they're bringing back into your life, you know? I mean, maybe you want a relationship, maybe you don't, maybe a part, whatever this is. It's like, who knows? I don't know if you want it or not, right? But it's like they're bringing this in to help you out, to bring you some type of balance, right? And we have 23 breaking down to a 5 again, changes, choices, and challenges. So we have unexpected visitors with 5, and then we have realistic expectations with 5 again. So we do have two 5s here, realistic expectations and unexpected visitors. So yeah, so being realistic about things, not having these crazy ideas of like, they're going to come in and sweep me off my feet and blah. Like, no, it's like things are going to definitely balance out. It's not going to be anything crazy. It's not going to be anything like out of this world, or like in the movies, you know. It's not going to be anything like that. This is very realistic. This is definitely connection, like real solid connection is what I'm getting here. Oh my gosh, and then we have the stork with number 17. So there's a new birth here, a new birth. It could even be a baby, a child, or just a new birth of ideas, a new birth of connection. But there's definitely a newness here that they are bringing in. Oh, and we have 8 here with the coffin. Look at all those little Santa babies jumping out of the coffin. We have all these little Santa babies. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little Santa babies jumping out of that coffin. So there is something also ending here. It's interesting because we have a birth and we have the coffin here with an ending. So there's a new beginning, but that's also because something is closing out. Number 8 here, you know, 8 house, that's Scorpio's house, house of death, house of transformation. So there is a shift here. Okay, something is definitely changing in your life. This gift, this present that they are bringing you this holiday season is definitely a change in your life. Again, it's going to be somebody maybe coming back in that you weren't expecting to connect with again because you've been disconnected from this person or these people. You've been disconnected, but you're about to have that unexpected surprise, unexpected visitors, and there's going to be connection again. All right, so the last card here is 27. Look, with the letter here, this little girl's delivering a letter and there's Santa right there. So there's definitely messages, okay? Definitely messages, phone calls, you know, email, something, right? Somebody is definitely reaching out to you and you're like, what? I did not expect this person to reach out to me. And again, it might be like you've been thinking about them and then all of a sudden they're going to message you and you're going to be like, wow, I wasn't expecting that they were going to reach out to me during the holiday season. I didn't expect to hear from them again or anytime soon or ever. But I thought of them and boom, here they are. They reached out to me. But again, I do feel it's this feminine energy that is bringing you a connection. They are definitely bringing you back with a connection here. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get some tarot. Okay. Okay. Sorry about the noise if it bothered you. I'm just trying to shift the energy here a little. Okay. Pile 2. All right, we have one. Okay. Oh, okay, definitely, yep. Okay. Got it. Oh, okay, got it. I'm seeing it clearly now. Okay, so, and on the bottom we do have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands here in the reverse. Look at Santa carrying his big heavy load here, his big load of presents, all that weight, right? It's like letting it go. So I do definitely feel like this ancestor is bringing a person or people in that are going to help you lift that weight off your shoulders. Again, it's like it's okay to ask for help, or if people are offering help, stop rejecting them. Stop. Okay, so they're definitely bringing in this help that's going to lighten the load because it is in the reverse. So that means we're letting go of this load, this weight on our shoulders. And then after that, we have this card here, which is the Death card. It is in the reverse. And so this is the card of, again, a transformation, right? You know, death and rebirth, kind of like how these two cards were, right? We have death and rebirth here. So there's a change. But I also feel like you don't want this change. So you're almost like, again, you've been refusing, you've been rejecting, you've been like, thanks, but no thanks. And it's like you haven't been wanting to accept this change. And then the last card we have is the World here, card 21. Look at Santa. He's looking over the world to see where he's going to go deliver. But anyway, so the world is changed. So it's like we have death saying, you know, there's change coming, but you're refusing the change. You're still like, oh, I'll carry that weight. I'll do this by myself. I can do this. Yes, we know you can do it. You've been doing it by yourself. You've been carrying that weight. But this ancestor saying that you don't have to, and I'm going to help you lighten the load, even though you don't seem to want it. We do have the World here saying, well, it's going to happen. You don't want this person to come in. You don't want somebody to come in and help. You don't want to change things, you know. But this ancestor's like, I'm moving things here. I'm shifting things around, and you're going to see how it feels. You're going to feel better. You're going to like connect your energy. You're going to reconnect. You know, you're going to integrate with other people with this Five of Pentacles, right? It's like you've had this disconnect for so long, maybe, that you're okay with it. You know, maybe you're in hermit mode, which I always say I'm in hermit mode and I love it. But still, we still sometimes got to change out of it, right? It definitely does help us evolve. It does help us have like better things, right? So I do feel like with you, this is also kind of the situation. Maybe you've been in hermit mode so long that it feels good. You're loving it. But this ancestor, she's like, well, look, I'm going to shift things and you're going to actually feel good with this shift too. All right, so let's go ahead and get you some of these cards here. Okay, let's get 3. Let's get 3. Ooh. One more, please. One more. Okay, so the first card is Grass, 46, breaking down to a 10, breaks down to a 1. 46 might be a significance to you. It might be in the like a number, lucky number, or an age. It does break down to a 10, which breaks down to a 1, which is new beginnings. Okay, so cardinals are the initiators. They are usually, to me, cardinal is like number one because they're like that new beginning, the start. Okay, so with grass, it says, you are being reminded to walk gently on the earth, to honor everything as your equal balance, right? You are encouraged to honor your path, do what feels right for you at this time. Again, use your intuition. Use your intuition. Okay, your field of options are lush and fertile. Do not dishonor them by working from greed. Look at that. Don't be me, me, me. I got it, I got it. No, like, don't dishonor your ancestors or don't dishonor yourself also by just, putting all the work to yourself because the ancestors, I feel like they're trying to help you um, do better, be better. And again, it honors them when you do that. And that's what this feminine energy wants. Okay, so we have stone with 68. Memories of childhood and past lives will be recalled. Your purpose will become clear. Personal records and ancient knowledge will be revealed to you soon. Focus your intent. Yeah, definitely. Focus your intent and use your intuitive soul, use your intuition for these things. So there's going to be like a lot of things I feel like coming forward, but like your spiritual gifts, you're going to start to like realize them, or maybe you already know you had them, but again, you've been disconnected from them because this card does tell me also like spiritually disconnected. So it's like you're going to make that plug again with this ancestor. I feel like they're going to plug you in. They're going to give you the plug to connect you again with yourself, with spirit, with other people. Okay, know who you are, learn new skills, dump bad habits, take responsibility for your life. Look at that. Ooh, with these stones here. Okay. All right, next card. We have 40 breaking down to a 4 with egg. Look at that, the little nest here with eggs. Okay, it says you are pregnant with possibility. Expect potent new beginnings, change, and closure. Probable success is to be realized, but don't count your chickens before they hatch. Wait. Let everything birth itself at its own pace. Everything happens in its own time for a reason, okay? So this is the season for this reason, and this ancestor is going to help you birth these eggs. You are pregnant with possibility. There's a lot of possibilities here for new beginnings, again, with the birth and the death, right? With the birth and the death, and then also with, where was it? Where was that card? Oh gosh, where is it? But anyways, with here with this 10 of Wands in the reverse, again, it's like they're trying to help you get help, right? They're trying to help you have things be more in balance because you've been kind of difficult with this death card in the reverse. You've been kind of difficult of accepting help, accepting somebody else, accepting love in, connections in, and it's been very like, no, I can't. I got this. I can do it on my own, and that type of energy. And this ancestor is like, no, I know you can do it, but I'm going to show you that with someone else or others, it can definitely work too, and that can make you happy. We do have the number 12 here, breaks down to the number 3, which is third house, Gemini's house. It is the house of communication. It is the house of like your siblings, also your neighbors. So maybe this unexpected visitors, the messages could be a sibling, could be neighbors coming in to help, could be a sibling reaching out. But again, it's like somebody that you weren't expecting hearing from anymore. You're going to hear from them. Maybe they want to help. Maybe they want to reach out and you know offer a helping hand, right? And offer like the olive branch, right? They want to offer peace and like, let's close this cycle out, right? Because again, we are closing things out and having new beginnings. So this ancestor is bringing you some surprises, is what I feel. Like, I feel like it's not just one thing, but I feel like there's this shift of like surprises that are going to be pleasant, that you're going to be like, huh, I didn't realize it'd be nice. Like, it was going to be good like that, because again, you've been putting things off and pushing people away. You're going to see that this can actually work out when they're going to help you take this load off, okay? All right, pile 2, that is all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, the wreath here, I always like to associate the piles with an element. This is only doing 3 piles. I've associated the piles with modalities, and the modality I've associated this pile with is fixed. So you could be a Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio, okay? Now I am going to pull a Namaste card here for you, but I was shuffling right now, and this one did fall out for you. Look at how pretty it is. It's like cherry blossoms, right? Card 28, so 28 might have a significance for you, the 28th day, right? And 28 does break down to the number 11, maybe the number 11, or it does break down to number 2, something with the number 2. But let's go ahead and read it, and then we'll put it back in, and we'll pull another card. So it says, a blessed new beginning. A series of serendipitous events guides you to a renewal sense of clarity and purpose. Release all that no longer serves you. The past is behind you. Bless it and let it go. Your life is an eternal new beginning moving through time. So I feel like this ancestor is trying to bless you with a new beginning. They're saying let the past go, let it go, like Elsa, right? So maybe they're saying that you are having a hard time um moving forward, and we do have fixed here. We do know that the fixed signs, like I say, they always like to dig their heels in and kind of stay put. They're like, I'm a plant myself here like a tree, and that is kind of like fixed sign energy. So it is kind of difficult to let go with a fixed sign. So maybe you are having a little bit of a hard time letting go of a situation, of a person, of the past, right? So this ancestor saying, I'm going to help you move forward because we're moving towards new beginnings. We're not going to the past anymore. Okay. Okay, so sorry if you hear all that noise. That is the neighbors. The neighbors. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look. Look at this pretty card. 23, breaking down to a 5, changes, choices, and challenges. This is a really pretty card with the tree. Okay, it says, the blessed treasure within. The qualities you admire and others you also possess. There is a treasure within you. This card is here to help you reconnect with the well of wisdom, creativity, and beauty inside you. It's time to shine your light. Ooh, look at that. It is time to shine your light. Those things that you admire in others, those are things that you actually have within yourself. And it's funny too, because sometimes like the qualities that we hate in other people, they're like, oh, I hate that. Those are actually qualities that we might have inside of us too. It's like, oh my goodness, like there's times where I thought about that, where it's like certain qualities that I don't like in people, and I'm like, gosh, I don't like that. And then I think about it, and I'm like, I think I'm kind of like that too. I think I have those bad qualities too. So that is true. So these things that you are admiring in others, your ancestors saying you have those same beautiful qualities in yourself. Admire yourself, right? It is time for you to shine. You see the shine of others that you like. Well, look at that. You are also shining. It's almost like look in the mirror, right? You have that shine too. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what is this ancestor trying to gift you this holiday season. We have 25 breaking down to a 7 with making some noise. Okay. They have the disco ball on their head, right? Speaking of shining, right? Making some noise in your career is essential for increasing visibility, attracting opportunities, expanding your network, enhancing credibility, building your personal brand, advocating for important issues, and accelerating career progression. By doing so, you position yourself for success and advancement in your professional endeavors. Again, it's like you showing your shine. Exactly what this card was saying. Your ancestor wants you to show your shine, and they're going to help you show your shine. I can't even talk. Like, shine your shoes. I don't know, but they're definitely going to help you, right? Because it's going to help you progress. And they also, again, want you to see those qualities in yourself and say that you can definitely advance yourself. You see people advance, well, you can also be one of those people to advance. Don't feel like you're going to be left behind. 49, with descending due to fear of unknown. Okay. Not ascending, it says descending. Very interesting, because I was also thinking of your descendant. Was it with this card or with the one we just... No, with the one we had just read. I don't even remember, but I've definitely felt like your descendant sign, whatever it's... Check to see what your descendant sign is, because those are like qualities that you're looking at others that you feel like you lack in yourself. And again, that is what your ancestor is saying. You feel like you're maybe lacking certain qualities about yourself, but you actually have those qualities within you. They are shining, okay? They are definitely shining here within you with the shiny disco ball. So anyway, so here we go with descending due to fear of unknown. You may feel you want to take a step back and not move forward as you should. You may be allowing fear, your self-limiting beliefs, or societal expectations to dictate your moves. Challenge negative thoughts and beliefs about the unknown by questioning the validity of your fears and considering alternative perspective. So yeah, definitely looking at things in a different perspective. So these, why do you have these negative feelings about yourself? Again, that those descending thoughts, those descending fears, right? Why do you think you don't shine like others? And that is definitely what this ancestor's saying here with this beautiful tree too. They're saying you're very strong, right? You're very strong like the tree. And why do you feel like you're only a branch and you see others as the tree? No, you're a tree too, full of branches for expansion. So okay, and we have 82 with overprotective. Okay, you may find yourself being overly protective of yourself or others, resulting in exerting control over your own actions or of others. You might perceive the world as an overly perilous, leading to a sense of caution and overprotection. However, it's important to remember that life isn't flawless and mistakes are indispensable for personal growth. So you might be, yeah, you might hold back a lot, and you also might even have a fear and not intentional, but it's almost like a fear of, like, let's say you have children and you're kind of afraid for them to do things or to go on that field trip because they might get hurt, and things like that. So it's kind of like holding back those life experiences. It's holding back the growth from the experiences. So this ancestor saying, stop holding yourself back, stop restricting yourself, and also stop restricting maybe your loved ones or those around you, because It's just fear. It's just fear because you're like, I don't want you to get hurt, or you shouldn't be in a relationship because you're going to get hurt. It's like, listen, we all get our heart broken, right? We all get our heart broken, and then we also break some hearts along the way. But those are lessons. Those are things that help us grow, to help us understand. So I feel like this ancestor's saying you need to experience these things. You have to stop letting go of the reins of control, right? And just kind of like be a little more flowing with it, with life and with things, and you're going to see, your experiences get better. We have 18 here with Donald Duck here with the dog. Okay, so loyalty. You're somebody very loyal. You're definitely somebody very loyal to those that you love, those that you care about. But again, also maybe you're this ancestor saying you're a little bit controlling. You're definitely somebody that is very ride or die energy is what I'm getting here with Donald Duck. He is Mickey's best friend, right? He's Mickey's, his right hand man all the time. So you're definitely somebody. Your energy is very ride or die. Okay. Oh, we have Daisy Duck here, 21 with the mountain. Okay, Daisy Duck here. Donald and Daisy, they are a couple, right? They are, they are divine counterparts, I guess we could say, Donald and Daisy. But we do have a mountain here with blockages, right? So maybe you've blocked yourself from connections, or maybe you've blocked your progress from being with negative connections because of your energy being so like, again, I'm gonna dig my heels in, and like I was saying, fixed signs are like they plant themselves like a tree, and then we did have the tree come out. Look at that. So yeah, so like I was saying, the fixed signs will plant themselves like a tree, and they're like, I'm gonna be here and I'm not gonna move. Well, that's what you've done, and sometimes it could be a good thing, sometimes it could be a bad thing, right? Sometimes it'll restrict you from moving forward because you are the tree that's growing. But also another thing is that you are growing. You are the tree that's growing. So we do have the two sides of this, okay? We have 24 here, breaking down to a this little baby reindeer. It says, you decorate my world. Okay, so somebody definitely sees you as somebody that decorates the world. It could be this person that you are very ride or die for. 24 does break down to a 6. 6 in tarot is the lovers. It is Gemini energy. Maybe you're a Gemini or dealing with a Gemini. Gemini is a mutable sign. Okay, I think that was what Pile 1 was, the mutables. Oh, and like I did tell Pile 1, I think Pile 1 and 3 have a connection. I think they somehow are connected together. I was telling Pile 1. And look, Pile 3, here we are. And here I am talking about Pile 1. So yeah, I do feel like you and Pile 1 might have some type of connection, okay? But anyways, so this could be somebody that definitely has a lot of love for you, or you have a lot of love for them. The little reindeer here, the deer is always like a nervous energy, and an energy that wants to hide. It's always an energy that is like, don't look at me. I'm too shy, don't look at me. And so again, I do feel like this ancestor is saying, you have shine. You definitely have shine too, okay? So let them look at you. Let them. I'm feeling an energy shift right now, so I'm definitely feeling the energy shifting with your pile. And my nose is itching too. But I do feel like your ancestor wants you to come out of your shell more is what I'm getting to, because I feel like, it's funny because I'm seeing a sweater, and I'm feeling like the energy of what I sometimes say, it's kind of like, your spirit guides, your ancestors, and your spirit team, they don't want you to wear the world as like a tight shirt. They want you to wear the world like as a loose piece of clothing. So that's what I'm kind of seeing with this ancestor. They want you to wear the world as a loose piece of clothing. But like I said, I'm seeing the sweater in my mind's eye. So they're almost seeing you as like being bundled up, and I'm ready for the weather, and I'm ready for this, this holidays, and I'm ready for the season. But they're like, you probably don't need it all the time. There's going to be warm days. You don't need to be with your mittens and scarf, and like they're, this ancestor's almost like, relax, like just go with it. It's going to be okay. And it's almost like they're very prepared or over prepared, but again, it's kind of giving you a restriction. We have number 1. It's all about the presence. Look at that. It's not about the present, but the presence. Okay, we do have number 1. Speaking of pile 1 again, right? We do have the number 1 here. So yeah, speaking of, it's all about the presence, right? So somebody, my nose is itching again. Wow. So somebody definitely does like your presence. They definitely do want to be around you. They want to do things with you, but you're very restricted in what you do or what you can do, or maybe you restrict yourself in what you can do with them, or maybe you don't go out with them, or you don't talk to people. You restrict yourself, from enjoying life, basically, is what I'm kind of getting here. You definitely, I heard dissipating. So yeah, maybe, this ancestor saying, I don't want you to waste away. I don't want you to waste your life. I want you to live it. This ancestor definitely wants you to get up and go. Okay. Oh, we have temperance here. Okay, that is Sagittarius energy. Speaking of getting up and go, Sagittarius is very go, go, go. And this is something that I was telling somebody today, family member. We were talking about Sagittarius energy, and how I said Sagittarius is just go, go, go. And he's like, oh yeah, they can't sit down. They can't sit still, Sagittarius. And look, here it is coming out. So yeah, so that's exactly what this ancestor's like. I don't want you to just sit there and, dissipate, because I heard the word dissipate. So I don't want you to sit there and dissipate. I want you to live life. I want you to, to do things. Yes, have caution, right? Definitely have caution, but, don't restrict yourself because of that, having too much caution, that you don't get to live life or do things, right? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Earth element, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It is in the reverse, so maybe also you limit yourself from giving yourself new opportunities of doors opening up, of spending, of going to school for this thing you wanted to do. You're like, no, I just rather not. Or you don't want to spend the money on that because you just don't want to, right? And then it's like you restrict yourself a lot. You restrict, even giving yourself a present, right? Because there's a present here. So it's in the reverse though. So it's like you even restrict or whatever. You restrict yourself from giving yourself even a present to yourself. Like giving yourself a treat. It's almost like you put that off for yourself too. You restrict yourself a lot. That's what I'm getting here, pile 3, okay? Fun with friends. Yeah, exactly. Look, and it is the number 6. We go back to Gemini. We go back to the lovers in tarot. Fun with friends. So getting out, having fun, live a little, right? Hang out with friends, with loved ones, with whoever, right? Just live a little. Fun with friends. Go out, right? So they're definitely trying to get you to get out a little more, to get moving, to connect with people and not be so afraid. Also not be afraid of, like, even at work, if you work some type of job, don't be afraid of standing out at your job either. Okay. Okay, we have number 4 here with meditative moments. Look at that, meditative moments, and she's just by herself with her coffee. And maybe you've had a lot of this, or maybe you need more, right? Maybe you need some time with yourself. Meditative moments. It is number 4, which is 4th house, which is Cancer's house. Cancer is all about the home, so maybe you've spent time at home, you've meditated, you've taken care of others. But Cancer energy to me always puts all their loved ones at the top of the list, and they always put themselves last. So again, this ancestor's like saying you've put yourself on the bottom of the list when you should be shining. Like, it's okay to put yourself on top sometimes, right? It's okay to do that. Sorry if you hear my stomach. I am hungry, okay? I always like to record on an empty stomach, so I am hungry. So sorry if you hear my stomach growling. But definitely here, it's like you're somebody also very thoughtful is what I heard. You're very thoughtful, you're very caring. Yeah, you definitely put everybody else ahead. You take care of others, you put everybody else ahead. But again, this ancestor saying, you also need some taking care of. You also need some pampering. You also need to give yourself something instead of always gifting and giving to others. And they do appreciate you because, like how it says, it's all about the presence, right? It's not about what you're giving them, right? Because you are the gift. You are the gift that keeps on giving, right? You're the gift that keeps on giving. So it's about you. It's about you showing up, but also show up for yourself. Okay, we have 29 here with the woman. Okay, so this is your energy coming through, being present for yourself. Okay, we have 34 here with the little goldfish, the little child looking at the goldfish bowl. So this is money, this is abundance, this is prosperity, okay? Oh, and then we have 28 here with the man. Okay, so we do have, again, like I was saying, how Donald and Daisy are like the divine counterparts here. But even though you've put yourself with restrictions to have this, we have them showing up again. We have the divine counterparts. Look at that showing up again, 28 and 29 here. But it's like you've put off restrictions, kind of like, I think pile 2 had this, where they just kind of put themselves in hermit mode because it's almost like they're afraid to connect and they're very like disconnected. And I kind of see this with you also, but it's not like you're disconnected. I feel with you, you're connected definitely with people and maybe even somebody that loves you, but it's almost like you're afraid of what will happen, or what will happen if I open my heart, or what will happen if I go on that drive. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fears here with you, pile 3, and I definitely do feel like your ancestor wants you to kind of loosen up and let go of those fears. There's a lot of fears here with you, pile 3. All right, let's go ahead and get some tarot. I'm gonna ring the bell, so cover your ears if it disturbs you. Just want to clear the energy a little bit. All right, let's see. Woo, these 2 cards fell right on my lap. We have the 4 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so definitely moving forward to positive things, but it's like you're not seeing it that way. You're got so many concerns on your mind that it's like you're not seeing the positive things that can happen. You're very much into the what if. What if this happens, and what if this, what if that, and it's like too many what ifs instead of kind of enjoying the moment. The 4 of Cups a lot of times is somebody that is like not enjoying the present moment, right? It's about the presence. So it's almost like somebody that's not in the presence. Their mind is off somewhere else. They're worried about something. They're thinking about something. Their focus is elsewhere instead of those that are around them, those that love them, those that they should be enjoying their time with. Yeah, and I feel like your ancestors trying to give you the present this season of your presence with others. They're definitely trying to give you that. It is, we do have Temperance here in the reverse, and the Temperance is about joining. It is about coming together, and it's in the reverse, so it's almost like you aren't coming together, or you can't bring yourself to come together with someone else or others, because there's fears of that. Okay, and we have the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, letting go of those fears. 1914 USA. Okay. Oh, we have the Two of Wands, fire element, Aries, Leo, Sag. And we have, oh, we have the Hermit here in the reverse. Perfect. Okay. So they definitely do want you moving forward. This ancestor says, I want you to like go forward and try different things. Open your arms up, open your heart up. So they do definitely want you to try different things, to try different connections with people, new connections. Yeah, because here in Hermit mode, there's a lot of worries, right? Hermit in the reverse, there's a lot of worries. There's like almost wanting somebody to be there to guide you, somebody to be there. Like it's like wanting that safety net basically, and the Hermit in the upright, he doesn't need that safety net because the safety net is already within him. It's already within his heart. He's already feeling it. He's already like, I already know. I don't know, but I know. I can trust. And there's like this distrust and fear with you that they don't want you to have. They're like, I want you to be more open to trust and to let go of the fear. Definitely with the Four of Pentacles here in the reverse, there's definitely like there's a digging out of what we have buried, those fears, right? We're digging them out and we are releasing them. What we have buried within us, those things that we're holding on to. It's like we're starting to dig. We have a shovel. My nose is itchy now. We have a shovel and we are digging at these feelings that aren't serving us. Love that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you 3 cards from this deck. I forgot what the name of the deck is, but let's get you 3 cards, okay? Which is a really beautiful deck. Okay. I feel like you have a lot of passions. You have a lot of passions, but you're not like opening yourself up to these experiences, to these passions. And a lot of these passions are like spirit is calling you to these things. That's why you're passionate about them. Spirit is calling you to them, but at the same time, you've closed off. You put on that sweater. You put on all those layers that you're not opening yourself up to have these experiences. And it's like your ancestor is like saying, I don't want you to cross over one day and not have experienced, not have lived. And I don't know if maybe they themselves did this. Maybe they held back a lot, and these were things that they were passionate and feeling within them that they wanted to do or thought about, but weren't able to do it. And now it's like maybe they're like, I don't want you to go out like that. I don't want you to leave the way I did. Or maybe this is somebody that always acted out on those feelings, those passions, that intensity to live, to try things, to experience the world, right? Maybe it was one or the other, but they're trying to help you not leave without having like experienced, things, without experience all the possibilities that are within you to shine. Obviously, with this disco ball on their head, she has a disco ball on her head. You're definitely shining, and they don't want you not to not shine. Okay, let's get 2 more, please. 1 more. Oh, stone. I think pile 2 or pile 1 also had the stone card. Okay, we have seed. Wow. So the first card is lightning. Look at that, number 9, the number of completion, and then we have 68 with stone, and then we have 62 with seed. Okay, so lightning. I love this card. Always reminds me of Oya. Always makes me think of the deity Oya. So give me 1 second, please. Okay, sorry about that. That was my granddaughter at the door. So we do have lightning here, okay? It says, you focus your energy productively. You initiate positive changes. You radiate vitality. You must choose your words carefully. You will help clear the air. You will offer new life. It is important to get the point quickly. Ask probing questions. Always speak the truth, okay? So yeah, so this is clearing the air. Also maybe holding back from saying what you want to say, right? Gives me like Queen of Swords energy. Like, say it, get it done, get it out there. And if you have to cut people out, if you have to whatever, have to be cutting sometime, you need to do it, right? Like, stop hiding yourself. So I definitely do like this card, lightning. It's almost like you got to strike like lightning, or at the moment, you definitely that passion, right? And getting things done. Okay, so we do have stone here, 68. Like I said, pile 1 or 2 had this card also. Memories of childhood and past lives will be recalled. Your purpose will become clear. Personal records and ancient knowledge will be revealed to you soon. Focus your intent. Know who you are. Learn new skills. Look at that. This ancestor's like, you better do something. Okay, learn new skills. Dump bad habits and take responsibility for your life. Wow. Okay, so definitely here with like cutting things out with the lightning and being direct and straightforward. They definitely are being straightforward with them. They're saying, you know what, you got to stop these bad habits. You got to cut out these people, that are bad for you, they're bad for your energy. And here with this, like things becoming like you're going to recall past lives, your life purpose will become more clear, especially with the lightning here. I definitely do feel like spiritual gifts, coming in. Okay, Like you're going to definitely feel more tapped in is what I'm getting to. So this ancestor is bringing you more clarity of your spiritual gifts where you're going to be more tapped in, and maybe you've been afraid of your spiritual gifts. Maybe you've had them since childhood, because this is a little baby deer here, right? This little deer. And like I said, the little deer is always about like afraid and being nervous and worried and don't look at me type energy. So maybe since you were little, since you were this little deer, you've had these spiritual gifts that you were afraid of. You were afraid of them, and it's like this ancestor's like saying it's all going to become more clear to you. Your purpose too is going to become more clear, and that's also has to do, your purpose has to do with those passions. Again, it's like spirit saying, like, I'm giving you these feelings, right, for a reason, like to pursue them, to feel driven for these passions. And you've kind of just layered all these layers of clothing and scarves and hats, and you're like, I'm good, I'm okay, I'm just gonna leave it like this. And they're like, no, you need to do something. We do have 62 here, breaking down to an 8 with seed. Okay, so seed. New beginnings are yours for the sowing. Opportunity knocks for you at this time. Okay, a new journey. Project stage of development will support you. Take time to nurture it. So you're at the stages again of opening up these spiritual abilities, new opportunities, new of like shedding these layers, right? With the lightning too, we're cutting them out. Okay, genetic memory is triggered. Look at that. Knowledge of past generations that would support you now. Wow, knowledge of past generations. What is that? Ancestor. You definitely do have this connection with this ancestor and other ancestors. And then with the stone card here, talk about like these past lives. You've had definitely a past life or lives with this ancestor. It's like they were like probably your road dog, you know, in a past life, right? And we do have, like I said, Daisy and Donald and the man and the woman coming out here. This is somebody that in a past life was probably like your divine counterpart, and you know they're like saying, I'm helping you, right? I'm helping you bring these things to life, right? These passions, these things, this creativity, these changes here. I'm going to help you plant these seeds, right? Plant these seeds of change here. Wow. This ancestor was, yeah, definitely a past life connection, but they were, like I said, probably like the person that you were married to or in a relationship in or something in a past life. And yeah, with temperance here, right? It's in the reverse. Yeah, they were definitely with you in a past life as like a partner, romantic, lover, whatever, a spouse. They were definitely with you in a past life. This ancestor here. Mm, okay. All right, pile three. That is all I have for you. I hope this message resonates. I'll talk to you later. Bye.